mo ba ikaw na lang lagi ang nag-iintindi? Yung wala man lang siyang ginagawang effort para ibalik ang trust mo. Feeling mo ba maraming kulang sa'yo kaya iniwan? Or kaya ka niya niloko? So for today, I'm going to talk about these questions na na-receive ko through email. Plus, let's go ahead and also listen to what I'm going to share later. Okay? So, I'm just going to check if naririnig ako and if I'm already live. Okay? If you can see this video, please comment down below from where you're watching para naman malaman ko hanggang saan naaabot yung video na to. Okay? And if you're watching live, you can comment #live. Or if you're watching via replay, comment #replay. So it's the second day of my live therapy. I'm calling this the healing after cheating therapy. Okay, we're live. And yes, let's go ahead and double check if I'm really already live. One moment. Ayoko namang masayang yung sinasalita ko dito and there's something happening on my audio. Okay? So I'm actually excited to share to you because I really prepared slides for my sharing for tonight. And honestly, I haven't shared inside the Gully Builders fam in slides. And for today, God convicted me to share in slides kasi I wanna show the emails I got. And of course, gusto ko may matutunan ka from their questions that are really very common. Okay? Okay. Ayan. So I can really hear the sounds of my video already. So, ayun. So without any further ado, I'll make this video quick kasi nga I don't want to waste your time. I know you're so busy for today. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. Alam ko, ang iba, today is the only family day. Kasi bukas, may trabaho ka na naman. Or maybe, super busy ka lang talaga. Okay? So anyway, let's get moving. Okay? I'm going to share to you today, okay, the real life struggles and lessons that will blow your mind. Anyway, I got these questions kasi that I normally encounter. Paulit-ulit na lang. And that's why I wanna answer some of the questions I got through email for tonight. Okay? So, good evening nga pala. And I hope you're doing fine for today. Wait lang ha. Okay. Oh, a blessed Sunday din, Aubrey. Okay. Nag-reach siya. Anyway, I'm going to continue with the slides kasi I don't want to waste your time. Okay? And there will be a replay to this video. If hindi mo naabutan from the very start, then you can just, there's a replay. Okay? Anyway, so I got 3 emails na gusto kong sagutin for tonight. So, one of the emails I got is talaga medyo napaisip rin ako kasi mostly ito yung pinagdadaanan mo rin. Okay? So, sabi niya dito, of course, I hid the identity kasi ayoko naman na mapahiya siya or may makakita ng video niya or ng email niya, I mean. So, of course, I respect identity here. Okay? Sabi niya, thank you for this information. Nagpasalamat lang naman siya sa na-receive niya sa akin na email lately. Sabi niya, I just feel na parang dapat babae lang ang palaging iniintindi. I came from a dysfunctional family and he came from a broken home, but he never puts effort. Effort daw? Sabi ni ano dito, effort. Okay. He never puts effort. I don't blame him na, because it is already in the past. But he still keeps on hurting me emotionally. Kahit na bumalik na siya. Okay, so sa case niya, bumalik yung husband niya. Kaso, she feels like he's not putting effort to win her back. And feeling niya, talagang hindi siya iniintindi. Yun yung concern dito. Okay? So, sabi niya, itong masakla. And I guess this story is familiar. Okay? We sleep on a separate room na, and I just want to leave because it is not working anymore. Familiar ba? So, hindi lahat ganito ang pinagdadaanan, but there are really some na ganito. Okay? Hindi na natutulog ng sabay. But, looking at her situation, I have some observations and also some questions for her that honestly, hindi lang to para sa kanya. I guess, baka minsan para rin sa'yo to. Baka dumating ka din sa point na need mong sagutin yung mga questions ko if yung concern mo is all about feeling mo hindi ka na naiintindihan or feeling mo wala na siyang effort. And third, hindi na kayo natutulog ng sabay kung bumalik man siya. Bumalik nga, parang walay pa rin. Okay? So anyway, yes, Juliet, a blessed Sunday. And also hello to Joy. Happy Sunday. Alright, I'm glad you're tuning in. Now let's continue. Okay, so I have here some observations. Okay? Ito yung mga natanong ko sa sarili ko na gusto kong itanong sa kanya. Number 1, na alam kong baka pwede ko rin itanong sa'yo. What are the things na palagi mong iniintindi? Kasi minsan, feeling mo, di ba? Feeling mo, ikaw na lang ang laging umiintindi sa kanya. Ano nga ba yung iniintindi mo? Baka minsan, overthinking ka lang. Kasi, yung perspective niya, hindi naman pala ganun. Sa'yo, ganun na. Okay? That's why, controlling of emotions is very important. Okay? So, need mong i-assess sarili mo. Ano nga ba talaga ang list of concerns na meron ka sa husband mo or sa significant other mo. Okay? Kasi I don't want you to overthink and really complain a lot. At the end of the day, hindi mo na alam kung ano ba talaga ang hindi niya naiintindihan sa'yo. Okay? And ano ba talaga yung mga bagay na iniintindi mo sa kanya at pilit mong iniintindi kahit na tinanggap mo siya. Okay? So it's very important to have clarity. You need to have clear lists of what's going on your head. Okay? So, and why do you think di ka niya naiintindihan? Napaka-importante yun. So, I have this share ko lang you can take notes. Sa panahon ngayon na digital world na, I know you might be a techie person, but it's very, very important na if you have something going on in your head, you're going to write it down. Okay? Sometimes the old school works. Kasi you'll have clarity when you write things down. Okay? Number 2, anong klaseng effort ba ang gusto mo? Now, I'm asking this kasi pwedeng ang effort na gusto mong ma-receive at ang effort na binibigay niya na akala niya yun ang gusto mo ay contradicting. Contradicting. Okay? So, I'm not sure if you're familiar with love languages. Okay? So, there are 5 love languages. For example, ako, I have this love language of words of affirmation. Yung gusto ko is, ayaw ko nung sinasabihan ako ng masasakit na salita. I'm easily hurt. Okay? Feeling ko I'm crushed to pieces every time I'm saying those words. But what I've noticed is, as I finally did more discovery of myself, ako rin pala minsan, when I say things, masakit din sa iba. Okay? So, number 1 is, alam ko ang love language ko. That's my top love language. Okay? And what if yung significant other mo is hindi pala ganun yung ways niya na pag-perform ng love? Okay? So, bumalik nga siya. An example, he's fond of giving gifts. And hindi ka naman materialistic na tao, kaya hindi mo masyadong na-appreciate. Yung gusto mo is, i-open niya lahat sa'yo, sabihan ka niya na mahal ka niya, or how he appreciates you much, and that he appreciates what you do, and he believes in you, mga ganong klase. But then, he's not that vocal in saying it, okay? So, know kung anong effort ang gusto mong ma-receive, anong klaseng pagmamahal yung binavalue mo. Anong klaseng love language ang meron ka, at anong klaseng love language din ang meron siya. So, sa mga students ko, I'm sure they're familiar of this kasi inaulit-ulit ko to sa kanila. It's very important for them to know themselves and know their husbands well. Okay? So, I know marami dyan sa Google, YouTube, anywhere. You can go ahead and search more about that. Okay? So, let's focus more about that. Number 2. What kind of effort are you doing for him too? Okay? So, hindi ka lang puro receive ng receive. Ano rin ba yung binibigay mo? So, hindi porket bumalik siya, dapat puro lang sa kanyang effort. Okay? So, that was also my biggest mistake in the past. I understand na nagkamali rin siya. Okay? The problem is, until when are you going to think about the mistake? Okay? So, hindi kasi pwede na you're going to keep his mistakes until you die. Okay? Sa case kasi na to, I feel like pinatawad niya, kaya tinanggap niya, kaya bumalik. So, when you accepted him, it only means that you are giving him the chance and erasing all the negative feelings about what he did. And that was also my mistake. Don't get me wrong, though. I also happened to have that feeling in the past. Kaya naman, alam na alam ko kung bakit mo rin nararamdaman yan. Kasi yung feeling mo, pinatawad mo, pero actually, hilaw na pagpapatawad yung ginawa mo. Okay? That's why you might be feeling this one. And number 3, why are you sleeping separately after you accepted him and told him you have forgiven him? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. So, if tinanggap mo at pinatawad mo, yung husband mo, iisipin nun is wala na. Okay? Tayong mga babae kasi, alam ko ikaw minsan, sinasabi mong pinatawad na kita, deep inside, wala pa. Gaya ng, mahal, nasan ka na? On the way na ako. Pero actually, maliligo ka pa lang. Familiar ba? So, may mga ganun kasi na scenario. That's why, it's the same with healing after cheating. So, if you decided to accept him in the first place, dapat meron ka ng idea how to control your emotions, and you must have undergone already the process of healing bago mo sabing tinatanggap kita ng buong buo. Kasi I tell you the truth, tanggapin naman siya, lalo lang lalaki ang problema niyo if hilaw na pagpapatawad ang binigay mo. And that's the main reason why there are broken marriages. Kasi pinatawad nila pero hindi buo. And lalong lumaki, nagpatong-patong yung mga problema until ang bulkan ay sumabog. Boom! Okay? I'm sorry, I sent the wrong link pala sa email, So, I can see right now there are a number who have joined me here in my stream. You can actually join sa Facebook mismo na live, I'm gonna remove you right now. Kasi, mali pala yung link na binigay ko. My bad. Okay. So, anyway. Alright. So, let's move forward. Again, if you decided to forgive, dapat alam mo rin na you have the greater responsibility to accept him and accept his lapses no matter what. You are forgiving him because you know you have already forgiven yourself, and also you are forgiven by God. Okay? That's very important. And next is, okay, number 4. Your brokenness now might be a result of broken souls before marriage. Now, balikan natin. Okay? Yung email niya. Sabi niya, I came from a dysfunctional family and he came from a broken home. Meaning, yung husband niya, may history na sa family. Either the mom cheated or the father cheated. And hindi rin okay ang family niya. She grew up, and husband also grew up in an environment that's not really valuing family a lot. Or binavalue naman, pero there's a lot of misunderstanding, away. Alam mo yung nagsisigawan ang parents habang lumalaki kayo. And yung tipong may iba nagbabasagan pa ng mga gamit. Worst is if nagbabasagan ng mukha. Okay? So anyway, and that's why your brokenness now might be a result of your broken souls before marriage. Kasi yung iba, they are getting into married life that they are not full of themselves. In reality, yung nasa movies na, I finally found the one who would complete me. Familiar? Actually, you don't get married to be completed. Kasi dapat, in the first place, buong-buo ka na, even if you had bad experiences growing up. Kasi, your broken soul, when you were a child, can really be added, can really be manifested sa own family na binubuo. That's why it's very important na alam mo kung ano yung mga issues mo growing up. And alam mo rin anong mga issues niya growing up. Okay? Kasi in this case, you may have decided to be married, tapos you were broken inside, and you're looking for someone who can fix yourself. It's the same after betrayal. Hindi mo kailangan ng forgiveness niya. What I mean is, hindi mo kailangan ng apology niya, ng sorry niya, and even ng effort niya for you to be healed after betrayal. Okay, again, hindi mo kailangan ng sorry niya or apology or even his love to be full of yourself again, move on, and be healed after his betrayal. Now, I understand na it's very, very fulfilling and it's very good to have the same love again. And that's totally possible, okay? But if you are in any other case that he's not willing to stick with you, then I'm telling you right now, napaka-posible maging buo and move forward in a relationship kahit ngayon mag-isa ka lang. Okay? Sa case naman niya, sabi niya, she's deciding to leave. Kasi wala naman daw. Okay? Parang wala naman. So, ano ba yung purpose why you're serving your husband? Kasi later, I'm going to show to you something that might open your mind. Okay? So, you should know the main purpose for you. Okay? The main purpose kung bakit mo need siyang tanggapin ulit and why you are doing your best para pagsilbihan siya. Okay? Kasi most of the time, feeling mo, naging yaya ka na lang. May mga ganong case, diba? Feeling mo, binibigay mo na lahat at the end of the day, maid na lang ba ako? Maid na lang bang turing niya sa akin? May ganong feeling kasi. Kaya I understand where you're coming from. Okay? So, nag-send sa akin ito ng email. I understand that you feel at hindi ka nag-iisa. Kaya, yung mga pinagdadaanan mo ngayon, maraming dumadaan sa ganitong case. Okay? So, next, I've got this other email. Sabi niya, bakit po ba kahit mabait ka na asawa, lolokohin ka pa rin ng asawa mo? Minsan, tinatanong ko ang sarili ko, saan ba ako nagkulang? Ganun na ba ako kapangit? May mga tanong ako sa sarili ko. Bakit niya nagawang lokohin ako? Saan ako nagkulang? Mga tanong na hindi ko alam ang sagot dahil hindi naman niya sinasabi ang dahilan. Nakakalungkot. Okay? Well, familiar ba? Okay? Or do you know someone na nakaka-experience ng ganito? Kasi if you know someone, then this might help. Okay. In my Survival Secrets of a Cheated Woman ebook, I have their reasons why men cheat. I clearly stated it there. Now, these three are actually three of the reasons. Now, I'm sharing this to you today kasi gusto ko na at least alam mo and malinawagan ka ulit even if you might have already this in mind. Okay? So, and I guess I've also had a video about this on YouTube somewhere around 2020. That was an old video already. Okay, so number 1, money. Okay. Naku, may pumasok ulit. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Mali talaga yung send ko na link. Wait lang ha. I'm going to send the correct link. Okay. Talaga mali-mali yung ano ko. Wait lang ha. Mali kasi yung link na nabigay ko. So, just trying to... Okay. And while I'm actually doing a very quick thing here, so far, ano yung natutunan mo sa story ng first email sender natin? I just wanna hear from you. Ayoko namang magsalita dito and feeling ko wala ka namang natututunan. Okay? Alright. I'm actually waiting for your reply also. And here you are. Okay. Okay. Naku, I'm so sorry. May nag-join na naman. The link that I sent is actually wrong, ano. So, Malaya and PLT, ano to? I'm going to kick you from the studio, okay? Kasi I sent another email with the correct link, or you can just visit the page directly and join the live, okay? I'm really sorry. Mali yung link na na-send ko kanina. And may nag-join na naman ulit. My bad! Okay. So, anyway. Hello, Virginia. If you can hear me, you can just join the live from the page. Mali kasi yung link na nabigay ko, or check your email ngayon. I actually sent another link, yung tama, for this live. Okay, I'm really so sorry. OMG. Okay. Oh my gulay talaga ito. Going to kick you, okay? Alright. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Chibel. It's better late than never. There's a replay for this video. You can watch. Okay? Alright. Oh, I'm really so sorry sa mga nag-join sa akin sa studio. Mali talaga yung link na nasend ko sa email. But I sent another one. Okay? If you can watch this by replay. Okay. Anyway. Number 1. Okay. Sabi niya kasi, sabi niya, bakit daw kahit mabait siya, niloko pa rin siya ng asawa niya? Familiar? Parang feeling ko lang ganun, no? Mabait naman ako, pero bakit dumating pa rin sa point, okay? You know, there are different types of cheating. It doesn't always mean physical cheating, okay? And I know for a fact, I have students na emotionally cheated lang, pero the exact pain is the same. Kaya sa mga mahilig makipag-chat dyan, kung mayroong lalaking nito, sure nyo naman na hindi kayo naglalandi ng iba. Kasi ano man yung maiisip nyo kung yung asawa nyo naman yung gumagawa niyan, di ba? So, do something to your wife that you would love your wife to do something for you, even if you're not watching, even if you're not around. Okay? Anyway, so, again, her question is, bakit siya niloko even if mabait naman siya? And saan ba siya nagkulang? Okay? First, money. Now, I'll just make this quick. Pwede na biglang tumaas yung sahod niya, biglang may promotion, bigla talagang meron siyang maraming pera. I know this is an old story. So, if you have lots of money, you can buy anything. Okay? So, sabi nga nila, ang common misconception is money is the root of all evil. But, maybe you know it already, it's wrong. Love of money is the root of all evil. And dahil minahal niya ang pera niya, and gusto niya maka-feel like something good while having that money, that's the reason why he used it for his own glory, for his own gratification, for his own pleasure. Okay? And in connection to number 2, power. Hindi yung kilikili power. Okay. So, power, dahil nga in connection to money, example, biglang meron siyang position na hinawakan. I know, I have students na politicians yung husband. Okay? Politician yung husband. My power. Oh, malapit ng eleksyon. Don't worry, I'm not going to promote who I love. Okay. So, if he suddenly had this power, okay? Or maybe he's a man in uniform. Okay? Ewan ko ba? Marami talagang nasasabi na mga manloloko yung mga sundalo, mga pulis. Kahit rin yung mga seaman. That's again in connection to power and money. But again, hindi lahat. Okay? Kasi, it's still their choice. Alright? Later, pag-usapan natin yan. Okay? Next, access to sex. This must not be, hindi talaga to dapat kakaila sa'yo. When he has access to sex, he easily thinks he has power also. He has power over the woman. If you notice in society, may mga times talaga na sasabihin mo kung sino pa talaga yung, di ba yung term ng iba? Kung sino pa yung mas pangit sa akin, yung pa yung kinabit. May mga ganun ako na-encounter. Ang pangit-pangit naman niya. Bakit niya pinagpalit yun sa akin? Diba? Mas maganda naman ako. Bakit yun ang mas pinili niya? Mas iniwan niya pa kami. I know that's a very common story. But, iba-iba kasi yung reasons ng men for really choosing that woman. There are other men na in love talaga. Hindi lang sa physical na anyo. Minsan, sa character. And they are looking at something na hindi mo na-meet na need. Okay? So, and sometimes, lalo na, I'm sure medyo makaka-relate yung mga buntis or after panganak. Kasi I've also heard lots of stories from subscribers and I've experienced the same. Okay? So, and I noticed also through research na mostly ng mga buntis, if you're pregnant, and also after mo nanganak, postpartum, there's a higher tendency that you'll be cheated. So, if malapit ka nang mabuntis ulit, gusto mong mag-anak ulit, watch out. Or sa mga friends mong buntis at mga anak, watch them out. Okay? Kasi they are very, very prone, aside, lalo na sa postpartum, they're having low self-esteem, and they might push their husbands and, lalo sa mga CS moms dyan, so, they might not have the energy to do the thing, and while they're pushing their husband because of postpartum also, while they're not having the energy, that husband might fulfill the need to have sex with another woman. Okay? It doesn't mean there's love. Sometimes, pwedeng bayaran. Okay? That's why, that explains why he may have cheated on you. Okay? So, alin kaya dyan yung sa akin? Siguro ngayon iniisip mo na there are still other reasons. Kaya, hindi lang itong tatlo. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. I just hope na nakatulong sa'yo yung sinasabi ko dito ngayon. Okay? Alright. Again, number 4, cheating is a decision. Despite your lapses, hindi mo kasalanan kung niloko ka. Okay? So, alam ko naman talaga na minsan iniisip mo, kasalanan mo lahat. I understand. You might blame yourself, kung nalaman ko lang ng mas maaga, sana na-stop ko. May mga ganun eh. Diba? Hindi ibig sabihin na malalaman mo na maaga hindi na ulit mangyayari in the future. Kasi again, cheating is a decision. Even if may mga lapses ka, it's not your fault. Okay? Hindi mo kasalanan kasi siya ang gumawa at desisyon niya na gawin yun while you're not around. Okay? Kasi in the first place, you had a commitment na ikaw lang at ikaw lang hanggang huli. That's why, hindi mo kasalanan kung nagloko siya. Again, even if you had lapses, still, it should not be the full reason para lokohin ka. Kasi walang perfect na relationship. Okay? Walang perfect. Sino bang perfect? Okay? Wala. Si Lord lang. Okay? Hi, Sarah! Good evening. Okay. Now, number 5. Hindi niya kayang sabihin for lots of reasons. Okay? Kasi sabi niya kanina dito, talagang hindi daw niya alam, hindi naman daw sinasabi ng husband niya. Okay? So, balikan natin. Sabi niya, saan ako nagkulang? Mga tanong na hindi ko alam ang sagot dahil hindi naman niya sinasabi ang dahilan. Okay? So, huwag ka nang magtaka kung hindi niya sinasabi. Kasi, number 1, you may have lower pain tolerance. Okay? I always tell my students, iba-ibang pain tolerance natin. So, when it comes to leaving or separating or staying, depende yan sa pain tolerance mo. Okay? And depende rin sa conviction mo of the exact danger you're in. Kasi may iba talaga na hindi mag-separate. Okay? It's like life and death situation. Okay? You need to protect yourself. But it doesn't mean again that your marriage ended. Okay? I'm just being clear about that. Para sa mga married kasi yung dinidiscuss ko. Okay? So, may iba kasi na alam ng husband na masasaktan yung wife niya. And dahil doon, he don't wanna hurt his wife more. Kasi nga, just knowing about the betrayal, nakita na niya na sobra-sobra yung sakit. Sobra-sobra yung depression and anxiety na pinagdadaanan ng kanyang wife. And so, for him to protect the wife, he doesn't want to still talk more about the betrayal. Okay? So, maybe, ganun ang situation ng husband mo. And then next is, mas magiging marami ang tanong mo. Okay? And dahil nga sinabi niya sa'yo, gusto mo malaman pa, may malangan pa. And that's why, ayaw na niya na maging baliw ka, kakatanong pa, at isip. That sometimes you're already overthinking. Okay? And next, ayaw niya lang pag-usapan. Isa lang talaga, ayaw niya lang. My own reasons lang siya. Okay? Alright. Sabi ni Joy dito, pag magpatawad ka, accept the other person wholeheartedly. All his flaws. Ang dapat buo ang sarili before magpatawad. This is what I learned. Exactly. Okay? I'm glad you're learning, Joy. Okay? Kasi hindi ka pwede magpatawad na patatawarin mo tapos sila, tapos mamaya magrereklamo ka na, pinatawad ko na nga. Tapos, kasi, mamaya I'll discuss anong klaseng pagmamahal yung napakahirap na pagmamahal. Okay? Kasi I'm actually discussing in biblical terms. I'm not really saying I'm a religious person. Kasi, sa point ng buhay ko ngayon, I am not really anymore concerned about religion. I'm already concerned about my relationship kay Lord. Kasi I finally realized religion should not be the basis of my faith. Okay? Alright. And the next one, naku, marami pa tong slides ko eh. Slide 8 pa lang pala ako. Anyway, we're actually in the middle. So, I'm actually happy that you're learning something. And I'm happy na at least makatulong sa'yo ang video na to. Alright? Sabi dito ni Juliet, tama, cheating is a decision talaga. Kasi in the first place, alam naman talaga nila na mali ang pagluloko. Yes. That's why most of the depressed, cheated women, they'll be so depressed to the point of suicide because they are blaming themselves. Hindi nila matanggap na feeling nila, sila lahat, kasalanan kasi nila lahat. Kasi yun naman yung pinapamukha sa kanila ng husband nila. Familiar? Yung sinasabi niya, ikaw kasi, nag-cheat ako kasi, gano'n. In fact, he's just trying to do psychological war to you. Kasi he wanted to point the blame on you, where in fact, hindi ikaw na-decide na gawin ang bagay na yun sa oras, sa date, sa araw, sa oras, sa araw, sa lugar na yun. Okay? Hindi ka nga doon habang ginagawa niya at nasarapan siya, di ba? Wala ka doon. So, it was not your decision. Unless you were like Sarah, na pinakisipingan ang kanyang husband kasi hindi siya makahintay ng anak. Di ba? You know what Sarah did? Pinasipingan niya yung anak niya sa kanyang maid, ay yung husband niya na si Abraham sa kanyang maid. And that part naman is you actually had the agreement. Eh, I'm sure hindi naman ganun yung ginawa mo, di ba? So, it was not your decision. It was his. Kaya, huwag mong sisihin sarili mo. Sisihin mo kung hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa tinutulungan yung sarili mo para iahon yung sarili mo. Okay? And I'm just very clear about that. Alright? Anyway, let me go ahead and read the second email that I got. Oops. Okay. Sabi niya dito, wait lang ha. Oh, I see. Pang third na pala to. Alright. I'm sorry. I just got confused. Okay, sabi niya, pang third na pala to. Second yung kanina. Okay. Sana po may makikinig at matatawagan ako para may share ko ang akong Maragbisaya na siya ba? Kasabot ko kay bawang pag Bisaya. Kung Ilonggo imong email sa akon, kabalo man yapon ko. Okay, Ilonggaman ko abi. So, kabalo ko sina kung Ilongga or bisag Bisaya po rin imong email sa ako. Alright, so I'm just actually fond of speaking English, kasi kapag mag-Tagalog or Filipino ako minsan, honestly, mas nabubulol ako. And that's why, I'm sorry if I keep on, I'm sorry if you noticed, I'm fond of speaking English, Kasi, Ilongga ako. So, kapag nagtatagalog ako or Filipino, feeling ko minsan, medyo balik ko. So, I feel like it's much better for me to speak English rather than speak in Tagalog or in Filipino. Kasi hindi ako purong Tagalog. Anyway, that's just my take. So, moving on. Sabi niya, sana po may makikinig at matatawagan ako para ma-share ko po ang aking mga hinanakit sa kalooban. Na matagal ko nang kinikimkim. Kahit sasabihin ko, okay ako, okay kami, pero ang totoo, sa loob ko, hindi ako okay. Diba? May mga ganito eh. Self-denial lang, sinasabing okay siya. Pero sa totoo, hindi talaga siya okay. Kasi ayaw niyang mapahiya siya. Or maybe mapahiya yung husband niya. Ayaw niyang i-divulge yung information. Ayaw niyang i-reveal na she's also experiencing. Lalo na this pandemic. Pansin mo ba? Ang daming betrayal stories, ano? Kasi nga, Satan is targeting the families. Kasi, anong nga ba ang smallest unit ng society? It's the family. It's the first institution created by God. Familiar in Genesis? When God created the world, He made Adam and Eve. And Adam chose Eve. When Adam chose Eve, they had created the first family, the first institution. That's why alam ni Satan kung sino dapat tirahin. Once the family is destroyed, the locality cannot move well. Hindi makakapag-isip ng tama. Kaya naman, kahit sa eleksyon, pinag-aawayan nyo kung sino may boto. Di ba? Ayaw na mabasa yun eh. Di ba? Yung kahit na lang sa iboboto, hindi sila united. Walang unity. Walang unity sa kanilang iboboto. Kasi nga, sa relationship din nila, may problema rin. But I'm not saying nga lahat ha. Okay? Kasi may iba talaga na okay naman yung pagsasama pero iba-iba na talaga yung choices ng sa mga politicians. Okay? Let's not talk about that. Anyway, I actually had one last year. Hindi ko kasi talaga, okay, ang sabi niya kasi dito, gusto niya may matawagan siya para may share. Now, I understand that her request is some sort of a consultation call or maybe a counseling call, mga ganon. So, and last year, I experienced one woman. She's a very beautiful one, and she's not yet married. And I encouraged her to join my program last year, pero sabi niya wala talaga siyang time. She just want direct answer, and she thought that I can help her. So, at that point, ayoko talaga kasi nga hindi pa ako nakapag-start ng mga ganung bagay, okay? And I feel like I would focus more on a group setting. But then she persisted, and yeah, we actually pushed it, but I didn't talk more about it kasi nga I was actually focusing more on group setting. But I'm wondering if you would love to have this, you can message me or email me or comment ngayon kung sa tingin mo beneficial, sa tingin mo okay na mag-offer ako ng ganitong klaseng consultation call. Okay, maybe just an hour of my time, but it would really be only very limited kasi nga I'm also maximizing my time and I'm a bit busy. And alam ko that it's really very important to have direct feedback. Okay? Kasi pinaka-importante yung specific na feedback lang directly para sa case mo lang. And alam ko, importante yan. So, if you're thinking about this kind of maybe service, then just also let me know para ma-weigh ko and pag-iisipan ko. Okay? Anyway, I'm just really wondering if you might also be interested just like her. Okay? So, what's your greatest takeaway so far? Naku, may nagsad dito. Ito si Benfords. Mga nagsad. Okay. Oh, bakit ka sad? Virtual hugs. Okay? Anong greatest takeaway mo so far sa sa live na to. We're 50 minutes na pala ha. I wanna hear ano yung greatest takeaway mo so far. Okay? And I would love to read that. Para naman ma-inspire ako to give you more. Okay? Alright? So, want more? Okay? So, if you want more, I'll give you more. Okay? You can also comment more down below para naman ma-inspire din ako na magbigay pa ng value sa'yo. Okay? Alright. And, hindi ko na patatagalin kasi birthday ko naman and I just wanna, mag-birthday pa lang pala. I just wanna give you more para ma-feel ka for this evening. Okay? Anyway. Oh, more daw. More. Sabi rin ni Ben kanina, yes. Oh, sabi niya. Oh, more. Sabi ni Margaret, more. Si Ace, more. Juliet, more. Aubrey, more. Digna, more. Jen, more. Oh, marami ng more. Okay, so gusto talaga nilang matuto pa. And, of course, I'm going to give you more. Okay? I know na ngayon medyo masakit sa puso mo yung mga narinig mo kanina. Pero, let me also give you my biggest hug kasi may promise din sa Lord sa'yo sa pinagdadaanan mo ngayon. Okay? Alright, so, according to 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, okay, verses 6 to 10, sabi dito, verse 6, God is just. He will pay back trouble to those who trouble you. Napakagandang promise, di ba? Sino man yung nagto-trouble sa'yo ngayon, sa tamang panahon, he or she will pay back. Okay? But later, I'm also going to counter that. Okay? At least, alam mo na may kakampi ka. Hindi mo nakikita, but you have the bigger faith na may kakampi ka. Okay? Alright. Sabi dito ni Chevelle that no matter what, it's a decision. Okay? And not merely what the husband is pointing out that it's wife's fault. Yes. And also, let me also remind you that you should also be also having that spirit, that wisdom. Kung alam mo rin kung saang part yung need mo i-grow sa sarili mo. Okay? Even if it's also a decision ng husband mo, at the end of the day, this is happening to you as also a consequences of what is happening to your marriage. Because at the end of the day, it takes two to tango, meaning there's something na hindi mo nami-meet na need niya. Okay? And I know this goes for everyone. And I'm saying this kasi pinagdaanan ko rin. Okay? So, sabi rin ni Chevelle, more and more. Okay. Happy birthday, sis. More power. You help a lot. Oh, I'm really glad na nakakatulong yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Okay? So, happy birthday in advance. Thank you. I'm feeling the love. Okay. So, again, may kakampi ka. And the greatest of all, yung kakampi mo. Kaya nga is, yung lagi ko talagang, baon-baon is, my faith is bigger than my fears. Okay? Kasi nga, yung greatest lawyer ko, greatest ko nakakampi, si God. Okay? You will fear no one, you'll fear nothing, you'll feel no circumstance. Alam mong malalampasan mo lahat, this will pass, kasi alam mong may biggest backup ka. 7. Okay? Will trouble you and give relief to you who are troubled, and to us as well. This will happen when the Lord Jesus is revealed from heaven in blazing fire with his powerful angels. He will punish those who do not know God and do not obey the gospel of our Lord Jesus. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I believe in resurrection. Naniniwala ko that that day will come when all the dead will be raised with Jesus, and next will be the living that he is pleased with will be brought up with him. Okay? That day will surely come. We just don't know when, but it will just like be a thief in the night. Okay? So I'm actually saying this now. I'm not believing as this before, but after reading the Bible, I've just got this conviction to share to you. I don't care if you are not with me in this belief. Basta ako, ito yung belief ko. And I'm just sharing this to you today for the hope that you'll also at least save yourself. Okay? And why not also save your family? Gusto mo ba na pagdating ng panahon, ikaw lang? So again, be the light and the godly builder for them. You are here for a reason kasi may purpose si Lord sa'yo. Okay? Next. 2 Thessalonians verse 9. They will be punished with everlasting destruction and shut out from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his might. On the day he comes to be glorified in his holy people and to be marveled at among all those who have believed. This includes you because you believed our testimony to you. Kasali ka. As long as you persist until the end, as long as you believe in him. Okay? So that is the promise of God to you. And while it is still not happening, the best thing is to grow the gifts God has for you. Lahat tayo may iba't ibang gift. It can be you have the gift of tongues. Alam mo niya, minsan parang mga baliw na kung ano mga rarara, minsan yung mga ano. That's actually gift of tongues. Yung dati, hindi ko rin naiintindihan yung ganyan kasi I haven't experienced it yet. But when I was having this deeper relationship with God, I finally realized, dati alam mo yung nasisimba ako, parang hindi ko pa mataas yung kamay ko. Awkward ako, nakikita yung mga kapatid ko. Kasi, late na ako nagbalik loob sa church ngayon kung saan ako nagsisimba. And it was so awkward for me to raise my hand while closing my eyes. But right now, I feel like it's so light to raise my hands and feel the vibe within the church while praising God. So, I'm sure darating ka rin sa point na yan. Again, it doesn't matter kung anong religion mo. It's really your faith. Okay? So, yes, I believe also in hell. Okay, there will be a new heaven, a new hell, and the hell. So yeah, I just hope that one day we'll see each other there, and it will be a great shame for me if you will see me there on hell. That's why I'm doing my best to also be glorifying God and pleasing His name, and also doing my best to correct the wrongdoings of my past. Okay? Again, no one is perfect, and we are not here to judge anyone, kahit yung kabit pa. Okay? Alam mo, yung mga kabit, may mga stories din kasi yun sila. Stories of brokenness, broken homes, etc. Napakasakit lang kung syempre, iniwan ka ng husband mo, and lalo na yung mga sumama sa kabit. Pero, in all honesty, kulang ng pagmamahal yung mga kabit na yan. It's either, growing up, kulang din silang pagmamahal, and there are also more or lots of brokenness within them that your husband thought he is a hero for that woman. And the more mo actually inaawa yung kabit, the more he will be a hero for that woman. That's why my biggest advice, don't ever say any bad or worse or any threat to the kabit. Okay? All the more you're pushing your husband going to that woman. I'm saying this because I've experienced quarreling someone even if I'm even not sure about her. Okay? That's it. At the end of the day, there's so much guilt kasi alam mo, hindi ka naman ganong klaseng babae. Hindi ka man ang aaway. Hindi ka naman pala away. At the end of the day, feeling mo ang sama-sama. Okay? Again, wala ka na namang peace of mind. Dagdag na naman sa problema mo. Okay? So, that's my biggest advice for you if you feel like awayin pa ang other woman ng husband mo. Okay? So, yes, that's right, Chabelle. There's room for improvement to keep on growing with God's grace. And Juliet, my biggest takeaway is that let us all surrender everything to our good Lord. He will do all His ways. Yes, that's right. And while surrendering everything to God, also do your part. Okay? Kasi with all honesty, prayer without action is dead. It's the same with faith without action is dead. Parang si Juan tamad lang yan. Naghihintay kung kailang mahulog yung bayabas hanggang nalanta na. Okay? That's why you need to put action in growing yourself, in developing yourself, while waiting for God's manifestation of blessings to you. Okay? You need to have faith, but you also need to take action. Right? Whatever is that action that God is convicting you to do. Okay. Next, 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 to 8. Now, I'm actually here to share to you that while God is telling you na lahat ng nangaaway sa'yo ay may kapalit sa bandang huli, God's instruction of love also prevails. And I'm really, really convicted by God to add this today as part of my free life therapy for you. That's why I even took effort to do these slides. Actually, I'm not really used to this. My students know it. When I speak to them, I'm just all by myself and speaking without anything. I'm just reading something and explaining to them by heart. But right now, God convicted it to me to really put it in slides, to have some effort. Kagaya rin yan sa relationship natin. Minsan, gusto nating mag-effort yung iba para sa atin, yung husband natin para sa atin. But, meron din pala si Lord na instruction para sa atin. Ikaw rin, ako rin, tayo rin, need rin mag-effort. Kasi may word din siya para sa atin. Okay? So, verse 1, if I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. I'm speaking here in the first place about gifts. Kasi, before this chapter, verse 11 or 12, if I'm not mistaken, Paul here spoke about gifts. Different gifts that you can have while here on earth. Okay? It can be speaking in tongues, it could be teaching, preaching, or it can be being a cheerleader. Like, I'm claiming it, that's my gift. That's why I'm cheering you today. Okay? And we all have our different gifts. So, kahit mag-speak pa ako ng tongues dito and filled with so much fire, but I don't have love, I am just only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. Alam mo yung cymbal, di ba? Parang ano lang. If you're in a music, inclined to music, I know you know cymbal. 2, if I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, and do not have love, I am nothing. Imagine, may power ka. May power ka to move mountains. Pero kung wala ka pa rin pagmamahal, you are nothing. Now, let's dig deeper. Ano nga bang pagmamahal that is instructed to us? What is really love that was written? Okay? And I tell you the truth, if you're going to think about it, napakahirap magmahal. Okay? Napakahirap ang pagmamahal, ang perfect love na gusto ni Lord na gawin natin. If we are going to think of it in a perspective na mahirap at di mo kaya. If you're going to focus on the negative side of love, but if you're going to have the perspective of the right love, the sweet love that God has for you, it would be really easier to accomplish this. When you do this, even if lots of people would hate you, you would still have love. Because this is the most powerful. Now, let's move on. Ano nga bang pag-ibig? Because our talk here, our discussion is all about love. That's why there's cheating, right? That's why it's very important. God convicted me to speak about love. Ano nga ba ang real na pag-ibig? Ang real na pagmamahal. Number 3, if I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Diba? Kahit masyado ka pang giver sa mga mahihirap. And even if you suffer so much, lagi mong hinahampas-hampas yung ano mo dyan. Maybe kahit mga, alam mo, yung mga season ng kahit ipako pa yung sarili mo sa cross ulit. But if you don't have really this kind of love, still, what you do is nothing. Okay? Because love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love is patient. I'm sure you might be saying, hanggang kailan kaya maayos yung relationship namin? Hanggang kailan kaya siya magbabago? May pag-asa pa kaya? Now, I'm going to ask you, what about you? Are you also changing your perspective about him? Are you also changing your perspective or how you view about yourself after his betrayal? Kasi baka hanggang ngayon, iniisip mo pa rin na loser ka dahil naloko ka. Okay? And that's why what you think is what you're also experiencing and what you're feeling. Okay? It is not self-seeking. Kaya nga gustong-gusto mo, laging ikaw i-please after betrayal. Kasi, syempre, gusto mo naman talaga na ma-feel na mahal ka niya ulit. Pero diba, grabe talaga yung para din to sa isang husband. Okay? Huwag niya lang dapat isik yung glory na gusto niya. Kaya, nakipag-sex din siya sa iba. Okay? Gusto niya i-prove na ang gwapo ko. I can still do it. I still know it. Lalo na kung OFW yung asawa. Diba? Minsan, baka nakalimutan ko na kung paano gawin. Let me just confirm if I'm still good at it. Diba? Ganong mindset kasi. So, I'm talking about love, not only about you, but it should be done by everyone, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm just speaking love in a perspective of a woman, a depressed, cheated woman. Don't get me wrong, baka isipin mo na, bakit? Ako lang dapat lagi ang umintindi. No. My answer is, intindihin mo siya because you have love. And it's not for him, it's for you. Kasi, when you understand him, you'll have inner peace. And you'll have joy kasi, alam mo, you're doing the right thing. Whether he's still in the dark side, at least ikaw nasa light and happy ka. Okay? So, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. Baka naman syempre, madali kang magalit, di ba? And it's very common. Okay? It keeps no record of wrongs. Alam ko, syempre, may nagawa siyang kasalanan. So most likely, lahat ng mga nagawa niya, kinompile mo na. Baka nga, pinaprint mo na yung mga chat niya with the other woman para maging evidence. Or maybe, lahat ng pwedeng magamit against the kanya. Okay? And not just keeping the record of wrongs in his heart, but also inside your cabinet. Okay? And no wonder until now, you can still not let go about his past. Kasi marami ka pang inner baggages within you. Okay? Next, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Okay? So, balikan natin. It always protects. Okay? Now, I guess, common yung story na after ng betrayal is pinatulfo. Or maybe, kung hindi mo naman pinatulfo is, baka nag-post ka na ng masasama sa social media about him. Okay? So tell me, how are you protecting him in that case? Sobrang siraan yung ego ng husband mo palating. You just disrespected him. At the end of the day, you must be there to protect him. Okay? And don't get me wrong, I've been here also. If nabasa mo yung email ko in the past, I'm sure. If dumaan sa'yo yung email ko na yun, I'm sure you'd understand what I'm saying here. Okay? Next, always trusts. Si FJ, paano ibalik yung trusts? Paano ibalik yung trust? Hindi man lang siya nag-trust condom. Nakabuntis pa siya. Meron pang anak sa labas. Trust. Napakahirap ibalik ng trust. Kasi hindi nag-trust. Yes? Well, you need to work on yourself first. Always hopes. You'll not have any hope kung wala ka ng faith. Wala ka ng faith that God can do miracles for you. Kahit sa sarili mo lang. Okay? That's why maraming nagpapakamatay after betrayal. Kasi nawala ng hope na kaya pa nila bumangon after ng napakalaking kakahihiyan na pinagdadaanan nila. Okay? Always perseveres. Move, move, move! Let's move and continue. Okay? Hindi na natapos yung araw after kanya nalako. Okay? Now, in due respect to all husbands out there, if you can ever watch this video, I'm just speaking really to the women here. Kasi baka sabihin nyo, all about bad thing. No, I'm trying to let them understand. I'm trying to let you understand that we also still have duties, even if naloko tayo. And I hope every husband can also hear what I'm speaking right now. I hope they can also hear kung anong dapat yung klaseng pagmamahal na binibigay nila sa'yo. Kasi, ito yung instruction ni Lord ng pagmamahal. Alam mo, He wouldn't even dare to have sex with any other woman if He knows He needs to protect you. Kasi alam niyang masasaktan ka the moment binaba niya yung brief niya. At pinasok niya sa iba yung kanyang bomba. Anyway, protect. It goes for both you and your husband. He needs to really protect you and love you. Women need love. Men need submission and respect. And that's why love for men and women sometimes really is too difficult to understand, because we have different perspectives of love. We have different needs of love. Okay? Alright? Uy, naku! Marami na silang comment kasi all about love na. Nakaka-relate na sila sa mga pangyayari. Okay. Sabi pa dito niya, naku, sabi ni Digna, ouch! Nag-ipon ako ng evidence. Uy! Don't worry, you're not alone. Alam ko, hindi lang ikaw. Iba dyan, pa-silent lang, ganun din naman. I've been there too, sabi ni Digna. Sabi ni Jen, pinablatter ko sila. Ouch! Kamusta naman, papablatter mo? Sabi ni Digna, muntik na din dahil sa sobrang sama ng loob. Naku. Sabi ni Jen, true, hindi man lang gumamit ng trust condom. I have students, talagang nakaanak sa iba yung husband nila. Now, I know the exact pain that you're going through if you're having this situation. Kasi, yung niloko ka na lang nga, napakasakit na. How much more kung may +1 pa? May result ng panuloko. Okay? Sana nga may panood ko din kay husband. Naku! You might just wanna share it to your husband. Malay mo, di ba? Ma-realize niya na may mga babae pala nag-iisip na hindi lang dapat puro isisi kay husband. Kasi our perspective here is healing after cheating. Healing doesn't mean pointing the blame. It means humbling yourself, that you're also not perfect and you're willing to accept him despite everything. But again, you still need to have boundaries if he's not fully committed to his healing. And it may take me days to discuss that, the prerequisite, and I don't have enough time for this one. Okay? So, naku, hindi mo lang kasi gumamit ng trust condom. Sana nga may panood ko din kay husband. Okay? Then, umulit-ulit, pinagbanatan ko silang, ididemanda ko sila para mawala na sila ng lisensya. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jen. Okay? Kasi actually, alam mo, Jen, talagang itong klase na to na kung banatan mo ng kung mag-file ka, no? I understand women filing against their husband, ano? But if I'm on your shoes, I would rather not to. Sa akin na naman to, ha? Kasi, alam mo yun, ano nga ba mapapala mo? Will you even be happy knowing na magdurusa siya? I know sasabihin ng iba, ayoko siya makitang masaya with the kabit. Kasi yun yung mas pinili niya. Gusto ko silang magdusa. Gumapang sa hirap. And I understand where you're coming from. Okay? But again, if you do this, sasaya ka rin ba? Okay? So, that's for you to ponder anyway. And this is for everyone. This is for you also, right? If maybe you're planning to do that. I've been there also anyway. That's why I'm saying this. So, love never fails. But, where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. Love never fails daw. Ay, nako. Ito talaga yung favorite ko. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. May mga women kasi na minsan talagang mas knowledgeable compared sa husband nila. And pag niloko sila, feeling nila nakaka-insulto. But, actually, minsan, kung masyado ka na rin knowledgeable sa lahat ng bagay, naaapakan na rin yung husband. And their ego again is touched. And, yeah, sometimes it's also a cause while they're looking for someone na feeling nila they'll have more value. They'll feel valued. Okay? Kaya kung may knowledge ka na minsan, abang-abangan mo sarili mo, baka naman minsan masyado nang mataas tingin mo sa sarili mo that you're already not submitting to your husband. Okay? So, oops! Ayun na nga. So, where there is knowledge, just pass away. And, that's the end of my slide. Okay, sabi ni Chibel, gusto ko din magpa-blatter. I always believe that love conquers all, pero iba pala kapag ganyan na nangyayari. Yes. So, di ba? I'm glad na talagang, I hope na wag mo gawin. Okay? Yeah, sabi niya, iniisip ko kids kapag nagalit na ako. Yes. At the end of the day, will you be happy? Will your kid be happy knowing that someday, alam niyang mama niya nang pakulong sa papa niya? Diba? Yung mga ganun. Mama niya yung dahilan bakit ngayon naghihirap yung papa niya at siya rin walang support sa papa niya. Diba? So, sometimes, it's just a matter of choice. It's just a matter of holding back your emotions. And I know this is so hard. That's why the whole definition of love is really, really taking so much courage, taking so much humility, taking so much love. Kasi ito yung love. Okay? And, we already reached 1 hour and 22 minutes. And I'm so happy that until now you're still with me. So, I hope to see you tomorrow. Is the last day of my life. And I hope you'll be there. Same time, 8 p.m. Okay? And if ever nakatulong sa yung video na to, and if you have a friend who really needs help, also, like you, or feeling mo lang makatulong to sa a certain group of people, in a group maybe, so share this message, okay? To them, at least man lang, may masave ka na life at relationships. Baka naman sa bingit na yun, ang gusto niya nang ipakamatay. At watching this video, nasave yung buhay niya. Okay? Alright. You're welcome, Margaret. Okay. Okay. May pahabol dito si Jen. What if pati mga kids alam ang ginawa ng ama nila, Ma'am FJ? Okay? I understand. Okay? But at the end of the day, kids, lalo na ang isang son, believe me, they would need a father figure growing up. Kahit gaano pa kasama yung papa nila, they would still long for a father figure. And hahanapin pa rin nila yung kalinga ng isang ama. Okay? So, it's still your choice. I'm just actually airing mine. Because if I'm on your shoes, I wouldn't do it. Okay? That's why it takes so much humility. And the whole healing after cheating, it takes days, maybe weeks to discuss it bit by bit. And unfortunately, I don't have time to do it. I don't have enough time. Kasi I also have lots of things to do. That's why I'm so thankful that right now you're with me. Okay? Kasi I cannot do this every day. Okay? You're most welcome, Digna. Sabi ni Juliet, sa case ko naman ng eldest son ko ang naka-think na mag-post siya sa FB na may other woman daw papa niya. Grabe, I can't imagine my 10-year-old son nakaisip ng gano'n. Sad talaga. Naku, if you have watched The World of the Married, if it was a Korean drama, napaka-grabing effect nun sa batang lalaki. Okay? napakagaling sa school. Bigla-bigla. Ganon ang naging reaction niya. Naging basagulero and all. So, no wonder, alam mga bata ngayon ng matatalino eh. So, they want to freely air their emotions. So, it's very important na ikaw bilang nanay, if your husband betrayed you, it's very important na you also know how to handle your emotions. The reason why your son is acting that way is because he saw you hurting, depressed, and suffering so much. When your son saw that, he was also so depressed. He was in pain. Nakikita niya ang mama niyang mahal niya na ganun ang nangyayari sa kanya. Okay? That's why we, as the light of our home, as the godly builder of our home, we really need to do something and take action for ourselves. It's very important. Huwag mo na hintayin yung husband mo. Gumalaw ka para sa sarili mo. Okay? Right. Do something for yourself, for self-growth. Okay. Thank you. Gumagaan ang problema ko. I'm learning a lot. You're welcome, Joy. Okay. Thank you so much. Happy birthday and more blessings. Oh, thank you, Chibel. Thank you, Miss Afshay. Thank you, Ace. Grabe yung epekto na sa bata kapag di natin iniisip yung mga response na situation. Been there, eye-opener na makita yung anak mo napitan. Exactly. Tama yan, Margaret. That's why it's very important na kahit ano pa kagago yung ginawa ng husband mo sa'yo, you still open his good side sa anak mo. That's the greatest thing na need mo baongin ngayong gabi bilang isang nanay. Okay? Nasa sayo ang solusyon. Hindi nasa husband. Nasa sayo ang solusyon. How you react to the situation, how you do well for your healing, and how you care yourself after his betrayal. Okay? You're welcome, Aubrey. Okay, you're welcome, Juliet. You're welcome, Jen. And that's it. And don't forget, as a woman, you're the light and the godly builder of your home. Okay? So, hanggang dito na lang. And I'll now say goodbye. And it's already 9:34. I bet you're already going to sleep. So, see you around. And God bless you. Bye-bye. Don't forget to pray before you sleep, okay? God bless you. Bye.